G'day there. Welcome to Cut to the Sith Side. My God, we are back for 2025. We are so thrilled to be back for another year of chaos, discussion, and me and Kai feuding about is Last Jedi that good of a movie? It is.
Oh God.
It is not.
We are we are so excited to be back. I'm so excited to see you all again. This is my first stream of the year. My first time
Same
after
as mine.
10 days. Yeah, we're all back. We're all back in business. How we doing, gang? How we doing? How we vibing?
I mean,
Good.
I've been doing good. I got a Gory Comics
Oh yes, you got
gift.
one.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yes,
That was my Christmas gift right there.
Nice.
goodness.
Oh, I also
Beautiful.
got my fiance got me these sick shoes. They got like the NASA logo on them.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
Okay.
They're so sick.
Hello.
Nice.
Honestly, best gift. Best gift.
I love it. Tony, what did you get for Christmas? Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
I got a bunch of like cool things, but the coolest thing, my brother got me a graded comic. I've never had a graded comic. And it is the Ahsoka cover with Balin and Shin.
Ooh.
So I
Damn.
saw
9.8.
this. I was like, yeah, 9.8. I saw this. I'm like, this is dope. I think I'm gonna have Shin sign this. So I got this, and then Tracy Easterday, who did a lot of the Anakin cards, she sent me a sketch. Look at this, Neil.
Oh my God, that
It
is
is
so
beautiful.
awesome.
She is
Wow.
so talented with the Anakin cards. So this caught me off guard. She told me she was sending me a sketch, and I figured it'd be like an Anakin or a Maul. It was this guy. Oh man,
Wow.
beautiful.
Best friend. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
it was
That is
good.
awesome.
What about you,
That's
Hannah?
so cool.
I saw
Well,
you were like at the beach every day.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, Australian Christmas is so good. I went back and like holidayed where I where I grew up and where I used to live, which is where all my family is. And yeah, we have about 16 beaches, all within about a 10 to 15-minute radius of us. So, yeah, I was hitting the ocean every day. It's a good time, very very good time. Got a few Star Warsy things, lots of Star Wars like pajamas, which I'm a big
Oh.
fan of. Star Wars glasses, Star Wars I got like a Star Wars bracelet charm from my girlfriend's family, which was super sweet.
Nice.
So yeah, I got a good haul. I got a pretty good Star Warsy haul from Christmas. It was a good time, very very good time.
Yes.
And it's been really interesting having a Star Wars show be dropping over the holiday period. Hey, also been interesting because the episode 5 of Skeleton Crew dropped on Christmas Day for us here in Australia.
Ooh.
But I love the feeling of Star Wars over the holiday period has been super nice. I don't know about you guys. Actually, I've been super loving it. Hey.
No, yeah, it's been good for sure. Because it was Christmas Eve for us here. So it was nice watching it. But I kind of just watched it by myself because my brother, he just started it. So he only saw the first 2. And I'm like, you bastard, you ruined Christmas. But no, it was good for sure. I wish it was the movies, man. It'd be nice to go to the movie theater for that Christmas movie, like the good old days.
100%,
Truly,
100%, undoubtedly. Let's head to the chat. Oh my God, I've almost neglected everyone. Everyone's in here. So many legends as well. Tony, who we got in here?
All right, so it's on fire. Let me go through these members and Gifted and Rossi's going nuts and DB and Darth Chisel. So member for 3 months. Let's go. What up, Darth? Rossi gifted 2 memberships, 1 to Hannah, 1 to me. Damn, DB member for 23 months.
I think he is.
Almost
I think
2
he's my
years.
longest running member. I do think he is.
Wow, that's crazy.
Insane.
And Chicken Texas is right there, right behind him.
Oh yeah, boom. There you go.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, legends. Thank you.
And then Rossi with the super sticker, $1.49. Appreciate you, Rossi. But the chat is popping. DB's in the chat. T-Man's in the chat. Brady, the Joker.
Wow.
Shreddy. West, what up, West? Ready to agree with Kai that this should have been a movie. Oh, we'll get into it for sure.
So good.
Gazer, what up? What up? We got the other side of Australia in the building. What up, Jesse?
Oi! Hey, Jesse.
What up, Kenneth? We got Infinity in the building. Chicken. Let's see who else. What's up, John? Happy New Year to you as well. Wicked, what's up? Welcome. Macman's in the building. What's up, Joe Swanson? Hey, Peter, you have a screwdriver I can borrow? What's going on? What up, Star Wars Addict? Who else we got? Rossi in the building. And then I seen, right here. Jesse, member for 16 months, bro. Thank you. I have a box of Topps Chrome Galaxy arriving soon. Damn. Okay, let's go. Let's
Chrome
go.
good? I'm assuming Chrome is a good thing.
The Chrome Galaxy ones, yeah. Those have like the super nice ones. Like this is from Chrome Galaxy. Look at this.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Look at Hayden. What have I done?
That's sick.
Oh, unbeatable.
Yes.
Unbeatable. Amazing. Well, chat, let's jump in because we didn't have the show last week. And we skipped. Was it 1 week?
Well, just 1 week. It feels like longer.
I know. It feels like it's been like a month.
Yeah.
But we'll just be covering both episodes. Hey, episode 5, episode 6, which is kind of good because both these episodes are like we're kind of on the same planet, same. It's directly leading off one another. So it's a good 2-episode summation episode that we'll be doing today. So let's get into it. Let's get into Skilly Crew. But both you can go individual or both review it at the same time. Kai, I want to jump to you straight away because like you'll either like have a transformative take about this or you're still like a bummer about it. So hit us with what your thoughts were of episode 5 and 6 of Skilly Crew.
Well, I just want to say right off the bat, you can always count on me to be a bummer.
King of it. There you are.
No,
what we got you in here for.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. I think these last 2 episodes have kind of I don't know. I'm not loving them. These last 2 episodes. I feel like we've really started to like lower the energy in a weird way, we're like kind of stagnating a little bit. And that is unfortunate because this is kind of the like halfway point and past that point of the show. And so we should really be getting into like some of the big stuff. Unless we're just saving that like for the last episode or last 2 episodes. But I thought it was very interesting that in a kids show, I mean, a Star Wars show that's heavily revolves around children in this specific series, they decided to like make this series be the one where they go to like a brothel or like a you know what I mean? Like an adult island or an adult planet.
Yeah.
That was a little strange. I think that setting would actually be a much better thing to explore in like Andor. I think that would feel better. I think having a very adult setting for all these children is just kind of weird. And I'm not really sure why they made that choice. So that's, weird on that. And then the bathhouse stuff, I think in episode 6 that has the big guy who's like helps him get out? Or is that 5?
I think it's 5.
It's kind of blurry. Big slug guy.
Yeah. Like Cathal or something like that.
Yeah, he was a fun one, and I like having bigger aliens, and especially I just love having more like aliens in the Star Wars galaxy. So that was really cool to see. I still think it was just a little, I don't know, a little strange. I think if I was gonna do a movie version of this, I don't know how much of 5 and 6 I would have in there. I do think 6 had really great characterization and character relationships that deepened more, and I do like Bryce Dallas Howard as a director, so I think that she did episode 6, and I really enjoyed her take on the characterization. I do think though KB like having a weird issue with her cybernetics and stuff. I thought that was a little like just shoehorned in there out of nowhere. I think I would have liked to have seen like her having issues with her cybernetics like earlier on, and like this is kind of the breaking point. But it felt like they were just kind of like, hey, we need something for KB to like have something wrong with her so that all this conflict is created around the characters, and that sets it all off in motion. It felt like it was kind of like they just threw it in there real quick to make everything happen. But yeah, if they had mentioned it like way earlier on, and even like if there was some kind of, I assume there was a medical emergency that her parents had to like put all this cyber stuff in her.
Yeah.
Nice to kind of hear more about that. Because I don't know, this one it was just like, oh, she can't really get into like is it water that's like rusting her, or like what? I don't know what the problem is, and so it was hard to like get on board with fixing the problem when we don't even really know what it is, and it came up so fast. But anyways, yeah, that's and also I felt it was so unbelievable that Wim was able to just like quickly make a new part for her, just like kind of
in the mold,
and then made a mold, and it was just like it was kind of stretching my my disbelief. But I think, and then the hull getting ripped out, like at first I was kind of like, what, like that's so strange. I don't know why they would make that decision, especially when 33 was like, do not touch this button.
Yeah,
that button is the thing that saves them. And I'm like, wouldn't he maybe explain to them what that button is and why they shouldn't? I mean, I know he's like, we don't want to lose the hull, obviously, but also for them to just like choose that button to press because it's their last thing. Like, what if it was just like a self-destruct button and they all died? You know what I mean? It just was.
Yeah.
Those were my biggest gripes. I can see Hannah sitting there like, I can't believe you're ripping apart my baby. But so let us know your thoughts.
Well, Tony, do you want to follow that?
So episode 5 I enjoyed. It probably was my second favorite episode out of the season.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I had a lot of fun with it. It was fun seeing all the different aliens. Like we got one of the Hutts in there. I don't know if that's one of the twins from.
That's right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that was one of the twins. And then, did you guys see the moons that were in the mud bath too? There was a bunch of moons.
Oh yeah.
In there, I was like, look at Plagueis taking a little mud bath.
Oh yeah. I was like, and they mentioned the banking clan. I was like,
the banking clan. Yeah, so stuff like that was cool. The treasure room, the Indiana Jones vibes. I love Indiana Jones, so I was a sucker for all that stuff. I'm a sucker for lightsabers. The second Wim saw it, I knew it. I'm like, he's gonna take that. I know that little curly head boy. He's gonna take that. And how it ended, I love how it ended because I wanted more and I felt like fulfilled. But episode 6, I liked episode 6 was like episode 4 for me. I liked parts of it, like the beginning, the end, but I wanted more, but I wasn't full. Like it was kind of short. And like the second I started it, I saw the runtime and I was like, this better be a banger. Like go. And it was fine, but it just didn't. I liked the 5th one better. This one, I would have wished it would have ended going back to what Jod and the pirates were doing. Because I felt like I spent a lot of time with the kids and that stuff was cool and fun. But I wanted to see what was going on with them because I enjoyed the pirate stuff more in the beginning of 6. And the Onyx, I love how the ship looks so much better outside of that. It almost looks like a Sith inspired ship, but it's kind of messed up because like my boy Ricky, he's building the Lego set, the Onyx Cinder, and he still hasn't finished it. I'm like, well, that ship's not on the show no more. You better go return that. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, interesting.
All right, Hannah, tell us how much you love the last 2 episodes.
Oh boy, I thought I thought they were a really good improvement overall of like in
Interesting.
terms of Star Wars episodes, because
Nice.
I think, as particularly with episode 5, the length of episode 5 felt perfect.
Yep.
Felt so good. It like when it ended, it felt like we should have ended there and like or stopped there. Like it felt such
Yeah.
a good amount of time of episode 5. And I felt really satisfied. Kind of same thing of being like, yeah, that was
Yep.
the episode. Sweet. And I'm still liking the pace. Like apart from that one random like war episode, which was like episode 4.
For the Fallout
Was it
episode.
4? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Apart from that one, or the pacing of like what happens within the episodes are feeling really good to me. And so yeah, I love that introduction of kind of just where we are, the setting, characterizations of episode 5 was interesting. Like Jod turning there did actually catch me by surprise a little bit in a weird way, because I'm like, I mean,
Oh.
we've talked about it of how like surely he's gonna turn on the kids, and then surely he's gonna like come back in the finale being like, I do care about you kids, and then like save the day. Like he's gonna do that. Like that's pretty obvious. But I didn't expect it to his like turn to be right then and there. But kind of in context, I was like, oh no, this kind of makes sense. I like this. And yeah, same thing. I love the lightsaber. That was really cool. And then into this episode, I really enjoyed the characterizations they did with the kids. And I think the splitting them up in that way was interesting. It furthered each character a little bit more. And I'm disagreeing with you there, Kai, of like the setup of like KB's issues, because I feel like since episode 3 they've been setting that up, because the parents said she like when they did that quick scene being like, oh my god, we got to find our kids, the parents were like, oh, we she can't be something for too long because she has like issues or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when they first arrived, she made the comment of being like, oh my god, I'm going to get corroded. And then I felt like through the last episode, they would always do that linger when she was with Jod, I think. Yeah. Oh no, she was elsewhere, but she kept like stopping and like touching her little, oh my god, I could do it. She kept touching her little thing and being like, oh my god. So like I felt like it was preluded, but it was a funny scene, like the little like finger and then the little put the metal in there. I was like, this is so interesting.
Yeah.
What else? But yeah, with this episode, I really didn't mind all that characterization. It felt very kind of almost Bad Patch-esque in a way. Like it felt very I forget the name of that episode, but the one where we meet was it Mayday? Crosshair and Mayday like meet up and do that thing on this. It felt very that. Like they like they have these characters, they kind of contrast in a way, they have to like work together and like figure something out about themselves, and then they're one step further. It felt very much like that to me, so I really don't mind the characterization of the kids. And I think to be honest, I'm still actually quite impressed by the kids acting. Like I'm believing these characters. They don't seem like kids that are saying lines to me, which I think a lot of child actors can come across like that. Not to shit on child actors, but they're very believable with their portrayals of the characters, which I'm really, really enjoying. Like I'm invested in their characters. What was there were so many things I thought about this episode. The ship being like reincarnating in a way, or like just unsheathing,
shedding its skin like a snake.
Yeah. That was bizarre. Like I was thinking, okay, they'll do the button thing, and I was thinking, oh, it was gonna be like it sends like 1,000 missiles or something. I thought it was gonna be that, but then I thought the unsheathing of it was really interesting, which I enjoyed because I didn't expect it, but then I also enjoyed it because I thought that was actually pretty and this is a good question for you, Kai, because I was like, I thought that was pretty good visual effects. I thought that was really quite a spectacular scene.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, this
no, the visual effects were great.
Yeah.
I just don't know about the concept necessarily.
The concept of it.
I would love to know why they added that button, like,
well,
is it like, oh, if they get tangled up in another ship as they're trying to like,
it feels piratey to me, like to be like,
it's definitely
we can, like,
piratey.
suddenly change our identity kind of, we, you know, if they get found out as a ship, like we'll change the look of the ship kind of thing. But
Yeah.
it is funny talking about like they came out with that Lego set and then suddenly it's the same thing as like when they brought out that was it the UCS Razor Crest or something?
No,
That they like released
HasLab,
this
the
message.
Hasbro
HasLab.
HasLab Razor
Yeah,
Crest,
and like
and then it backed, it finished, and then it blew up like the next week, and people were
Yeah.
pissed because that killed the value of it because it wasn't like reselling for a lot because like
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah, like the same energy. I was like, oh, this is so funny. Wow, see ya. But yeah, overall, I really liked the episode. And yeah, the effects I just was really bought in. I don't really have anything too negative to say about the episodes, to be honest. I thought they were really well done.
All right. Well, then let me continue on the negative train then.
Bring it down. I love it. To me.
No, I think truly the thing that frustrates me to no end is the length of the episodes and then how they end. And like honestly, every single time that these episodes end, I get so frustrated because I'm like, finally, I'm at a point that I want to keep watching.
Yeah.
And then it ends right there. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And this time around, I watched 5 and 6 both last night. So after 5, and it ended with the like lightsaber thing. And I was like, oh, I'm so angry because like now we're at a place that I'm really excited about. And then I was like, okay, wait, but I can watch episode 6. And then I watched episode 6 and I was like, okay, but we still like for the ending of episode 5, that episode 6 ending was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, okay, it didn't really, I don't know, it just didn't continue the momentum that episode 5 had. And I also just, I don't know, I think the way that they do this show and the way that, you know, Disney is doing a lot of their shows is it does feel like they're stretching out movies. And so the abrupt endings to each episode is just so weird, you know. It's just like it throws off the energy. And if there was any other like weekly show, you know, that was like on Hulu or on HBO or whatever, like you would have a beginning, middle, and end of each episode, and you'd be like, wow, okay, great, like, yep. You know, even cliffhangers, you know, I think of like Breaking Bad had a lot of great openings and endings for each episode where like it opened with like a cold open that got you hooked and there was a mystery and you were really excited about it, and then they explained, you know, over the episode how they got to that point. And then you would get to the end and then they'd hook you with a new, like you'd have a satisfying end to that arc. And then they'd hook you with a new, like possible ending for the next thing. You know what I mean? And these Disney Plus shows, especially, they just don't do that. They just are like, you know, okay, beginning of episode, we go through, and then that's, I guess, where the 30-40 minute mark is. So we're ending there. And then we're going to continue next week. You know, it just doesn't, it's not structured the same. So I just still continue to question why these are shows other than movies, you know, because, you know, other than the fact that Disney is trying to make money by keeping you subscribed and keeping you, you know, engaged each week, that seems to be the only reason, because the story structure isn't telling me that this needs to be a show, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I think this is Skeleton Crew is, I think, the last of these shows. Oh, maybe a little bit Andor. Last of the shows that were in the tenure of Bob, but not Iger.
One of the Bobs. I don't know. There's
one of the Bobs.
They just flip flop.
Chapek?
Yeah.
Chapek. Yeah. And he was a big show guy. And he was like, make everything a show. Mandalorian's done well, make everything a show. And then Iger's back in. He's like, where is the big screen stuff? And now we're like, that's what's like geared around. Oh my God, put Grogu on this big screen, get people in there. Oh my God, let's get Rey back. Let you know that's what that overhaul is. So it's like, I do agree, because I think, yeah, like Skeleton Crew, maybe a little bit of Andor will be the last of those kind of, let's make these stories into TV shows. And hopefully what they've learned, like, because I think what we can say is that even if you don't like show overall, there's definitely like highs in each show that are like, oh, that was really impressive, or that was
Oh
really cool.
yeah.
That's a really cool character. Like each show has that element of that. So it's going to be interesting, like putting all those ingredients into a movie, like kind of what you're saying here, Kai, of like, and into a movie format will most likely and kind of hopefully land a lot better for audiences. And yeah, I love that someone at the start of the show was like, I can't wait to agree with Kai about this should be a movie. I'm like, yeah, accurate, because I do agree.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was feeling. Like it starts with John, and here's the thing, I noticed at the end of that frame, like the lightsaber doesn't actually turn on like in the show when he grabs it with the force at the very end of episode 5, but they added the sound effect. And I wonder if that was a choice later by like some executive that was like, oh, you got to put the sound effect in there to like, that'll get people excited for next week. But it made it feel like he grabbed the lightsaber, turned it on, and some battle almost is going to happen now,
yeah,
because that energy of like, oh, the lightsaber turns on, but then we don't see it on at all in episode 6. I think that is one of those things where I was like, okay, like that's a moment where the energy doesn't fit going into the next episode. So that was just one of those things that like kind of was hard for me, because I was sitting there like, again, like I said, I was like, okay, we're finally at a point. I'm super excited for the next episode. And then it was like a totally different vibe for the next episode. So anyways, yeah, those are my thoughts. And I wish that I was more excited, because again, I really like the vibes of this show. I like the vibes. I like the characters that they've created. I will say though, very weird choice to have an adult planet in this series. Very strange choice. I think it felt a little bit like they were almost trying to do like Pinocchio, like, Pleasure Island, right, in Pinocchio, and then all the kids kind of like turn into donkeys or something, right?
This is a hilarious point to say I'm not familiar with the Pinocchio story, but
really?
yeah, I haven't seen a bunch of like iconic things. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So in
donkeys
in
on
Pinocchio,
an island. What?
Well, in Pinocchio, there, he's trying to be a real boy, and so he gets a little.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah. He gets this conscience, basically, which is Geppetto, our grasshopper character, and throughout this adventure, his conscience is trying to tell him the best way to live and how to be a real boy. And they get to Pleasure Island, which is kind of this place where, it's more for like what you would think kids' pleasure would be. It'd be like, oh, candy and rides and fun stuff and all that stuff. And that's what I thought that they were trying to do with this adult planet, because I think that would have been better if it was like almost an arcade planet. That would make a lot more sense, and it would also, I think it'd be a lot more fun seeing these kids in an arcade planet, that was more geared towards kids than it is to have like, now Jod is the centerpiece of this whole thing because he's the adult, and he's being even more irresponsible by deliberately bringing these kids into an environment that is not safe for them and is also inappropriate for them as well. So it just, I don't know, it felt very strange. But I get that. Where would the pirates have this, thing? Probably on a planet that had more adult catering for, but also wasn't this whole thing, this pleasure planet, built on top of that, like
on
later on?
Yeah.
So it would have been fine, honestly, if like a kid's arcade world had been built on top of that. I think that would have been actually kind of cool to see in Star Wars, and I think that it would have felt better for this kind of kids show, so
yeah.
I'm very curious to see where we're going next now. I'm like
Yes.
excited but nervous because like there's only 2 episodes left. So I don't want it to be like the end of Ahsoka where like when we got to episode 7, like so much needed to happen and not a lot
Mm,
happened in episode 7. So 8 kind of was rushed. But with this, there's not that much left. I mean, they're all going to add Atten. So maybe that's a good thing that we're gonna get 2 full episodes. I just hope they don't waste this episode like in space the whole way there doing this and that. Like, hopefully we get to Atten right away. And I don't know how, like, if he takes the pirates there, I don't know how any of them survive at all. Like, they don't have no
Truly.
defenses to fight pirates. And if the kids pull up, what are the kids gonna do? They're just gonna get beat up by Jod like he almost did in that cave. So I have no
mm.
idea where it's gonna go, but I can't wait to see. I feel like does someone out is someone else gonna pop up and help the kids? Because like is Jod gonna? I don't want Jod to turn. I want him to stay a pirate, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, because the next episode is that rumored episode where potentially we're going to get a Jod backstory. more
Yeah,
evidently.
yeah.
I'm
Just feel
interested
like
with that.
we have too much to go still, and we only have 2 episodes left. I'm really nervous.
They better not be
Mm,
34-minute episodes.
For real.
Because that
mm.
worries. Unless I mean, it's possible for it to be good in 34 minutes. They got to just like be good. Like think like Kai. Like
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
out
Bang,
the
bang,
fat.
bang. Yeah.
Cut out the
Yeah.
fat. Cut out the filler.
Straightforward.
Right, Hannah?
How
I'm
dare you? How dare you? Filler doesn't
I'm
exist.
curious. I'm curious what you guys think about this, but I'm both. I both want more of the parents, but I also want so much less of the parents because I feel like I'm so like interested in what Atten is for, and I want
Yeah.
more backstory on that. So like that's why I want to see more of them,
Mm.
but I want to see less because every single time we cut to the parents, I feel like their like subplot goes nowhere, and it just frustrates me to no end.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
specifically, I can't remember if it was 5 or 6. I think it was maybe 6 when they went back to Atten, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, he's gonna hack into something. Blah, blah, blah. He like puts it in, gets caught immediately, gets brought to her office, and she's like, I told you to wait. I was like, okay, what did we do here? We just took up
Mm.
5 to 10 minutes of screen time when we could have been exploring the other more interesting stories. But like that moment, why was it necessary? I mean, I guess it shows that they're willing to do what it takes to like, you know, get their kids or something. But it's still just it
Yeah.
went nowhere story wise.
Yeah. I would have liked that if they had that sort of part of the episode throughout every episode, honestly. Like a 2 to 3 minute thing of being like building up like, oh, we miss our kids so much. We're so sad. Oh my god, our kids, like one episode. And then the next episode is them being like, you know what? We're gonna revolt against the supervisor. Yeah, let's revolt. Then the next episode, another few minutes of like a scene where they're like, we got to get the information, hack into the thing. Oh my god, let's do this, and like kind of build it up. So when we get to this finale, and like we're ultimately getting back to Atten, we know and have all this context of like, okay, the parents have decided to like revolt against the supervisor. They've decided to do these wrongdoings to do anything to save their kids, and then when the kids get there they can like save them and help them, and it's kind of got to be the parents of the kids in a way to like maybe expose everything. So yeah, I kind of get what you mean, where it's like that felt random in a way, but also I'm like I kind of wish it was more. I wish there was more of it in like each episode, just building up
The
this subplot.
supervisor is going to be Jar.
Oh yes,
God.
100%.
I want to know what's happening with all this money that's being made there, because now we know it's a mint. It's an old Republic mint, and they're just printing credits. Like, so if they could do that, why aren't they living like kings with all this money and all this fancy stuff and all this? Like, who's controlling that, and where's all that money going?
Well, if it's just a mint, then I would assume that they are. I mean, there's a process for the printing, that they're not just like. I don't think Atten was made and then kept secret so that the people on the planet could be rich. I think it's just a facility to print this money that goes out into, you know, the
The
Republic.
universe, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think that whoever the supervisor is the one that's controlling where it goes and why, and I'm sure that those people are living like kings. But they just
Oh.
need Atten.
agree.
To me, is like it's just a place where the people need to be just satisfied enough living there and working there that they're like there could be nothing better in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
universe to do, and they won't revolt and they won't leave and they won't try to like, you know, screw it up. But you know, is also not costing them so much money to maintain, you
No.
know, that like they can't sustain what their operations are. So that's what I imagine Atten to be, and you know, I'm really curious how the rest of the eight other planets in that kind of like,
Yeah, it got destroyed.
yeah, I'm wondering how they got destroyed, and if it was maybe the supervisor like trying to like take down operation costs, or you know, make it
The
harder for.
pirates. What if the pirates?
That's true.
Because he knew where they all were. Did you guys catch it? I was watching Beyond the Dune Sea video, but that hologram of the pirate, I don't know his name, but he was a Weequay. His species was a Weequay.
Oh, really?
There's a couple of frames where you could kind of like see the chin and the spikes. So it's kind of like that's like Hondo's like great granddaddy.
That would be kind of
Because
interesting.
if he's a Weequay.
I love that. I would
Yeah.
love if that's the connection. Oh my god.
I would
Yes.
love it, but after episode 6, like we didn't get Hondo in that cave. Like I thought that was Hondo's hideout. I don't think we're getting Hondo at all.
No,
Yeah, I don't think
so
we'll get
either.
Hondo.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but I guess it's
No.
fine.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I think someone's mentioning it in the chat somewhere of like I think the captain dude is still alive and he is the supervisor. Like that could be the supervisor of the planet. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The rest of the ship was just the captain like killed everyone once he got there because they're talking about how he like wouldn't let anyone know their coordinates or something. So maybe he need a bit of crew to like get there, but then he just like killed everyone once he got there or something.
That's actually a really interesting theory because he gets there, he could probably overthrow whatever, you know, government or whatever is there, especially because it's a secret planet. I'm sure there's not many people controlling it. And then for him to just kind of come in, take it over and live like a king and be like, I don't even need to be a pirate anymore because I got riches forever and I got this sweet place that's like nobody knows about, you know.
Yeah.
That I think that could work. Oh,
give me a moment.
but that hand can't
We
work.
just
No,
lost.
can't handle it. Clearly.
Oh man.
Wow.
Give me a second.
I need to make us a little video of like a technical difficulties.
Oh yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how it all ends, but like I just don't see it being good. Jod bringing those pirates there, like if Jod brings them to that planet, like that's bad. There's no way they're getting away from that, like at all. Hopefully he gets his lightsaber back because I wanted to see some action with that with it, man.
Yeah, I gotta say, as soon as Wim was holding it, I was like, I know 100% he is holding it upside down. I just knew it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it turned on, that was also okay. That was one thing that I didn't love though, is when he like, you know, lets it go and then you see it kind of bounce on its hilt and on the saber onto the ground. I'm like,
ooh,
but like the saber, wouldn't it just slice through the ground? Like I miss when lightsabers would just kind of cut through stuff like butter. And I was kind of we would see that.
One other thing I didn't like is when Jod was with 2 of the kids and they were snooping and the guard comes up and he's like, run. And then they play like that music and they're like, like running away. I'm like, come on. It gave me Leia and Kenobi vibes, the chase scene. For that split moment, I was like, that wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. The good thing though, it wasn't as bad as the Leia chasing. That was
That was like a slow
Terrible.
motion. That was in like slow motion, man. Oh my, yeah, that was really bad.
I know, and my like, it was destroying me in slow motion too. I was like,
Yeah,
how does it keep going? It's just gonna keep going.
I know.
Crazy.
Freaking crazy. I also loved when Chad, the opening of 6, when he popped out and had all the jewels. It was such a Captain Jack Sparrow finding someone's stash thing to have it coming out of all the pockets everywhere. And then Smee pops up and he's wearing it all too. That's like such a true pirate moment. I love that.
Yeah, it did feel very Pirates of the Caribbean. A lot of the, especially the kind of council that they had while they
Yeah.
had Jod.
Oh, yeah. And at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but then I kind of liked that speech because like he started connecting with people. Because at first I was like, how is he gonna get them all on his side? But then
What?
oh,
What is this?
This is my technical difficulty screen.
I
Oh,
love it.
okay.
This is not just me right now.
I
No,
thought you
it is. I knew you turned off your camera so you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh
great.
man.
People in the chat got scared when they saw that.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
That's so good. Oh, I'm back.
Oh,
okay, sweet.
She's back
Amazing.
with herself.
There
I
you
should
are.
just leave this as the background. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's-
okay.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
hilarious.
Somehow Thrawn
returned. Let's
yeah,
go.
You betcha.
Oh man. But after episode 6, I was like, man, this would be better as a movie. Like it would hit so much harder as one cohesive story, which we rarely get nowadays. But because like there's stuff in every episode that I like a lot. Just give it to me all at once. Like I wish they would try like Marvel and do the special presentations. Like I don't know if you guys saw Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. That give it to me in one shot, whole story. Like I'll watch it, finish it, and I'm done. Let's go.
Mhm.
So it'd be nice if they tried that, but it looks like we're going more towards the movies because after Andor next year, we don't know what we're getting on Disney Plus.
True.
There's nothing. Oh, we know Ahsoka season 2, which is fine. I'll wait for that because I love Ahsoka, Dave, Shin, my boy Hayden's in there. But after that, like what's going on? And there was a rumor recently saying that after the Mando movie, we could get a Mando season 4 coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
I think
I want them to get
yeah.
behind movies again.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's really good that they're being quiet right now. Like
Yes.
my initial
Yes.
reaction is like, oh, there's like no more Star Wars content ever anymore. Like Andor's it, there's nothing else. But I'm like, actually, that's actually pretty good that there isn't anything in a way, because it means they're actually keeping
Thinking.
it tight-lipped of what's happening and what's next and what do they want to create
Yeah.
next. They're not gonna just be like, too hard. They're not gonna do that. They're cranking them out. Like so I'm like, oh, this is good. So it's celebration. Because I still have the critique that I think the whole like bringing out Chinoy and Ray, Daisy Ridley, and what's his magnet man? What's his name?
James Mangold.
Magnold.
Mangold, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Mangold.
Yeah, Mangold. Mangold. I don't know. What's
Yeah,
his name?
like-
That's his name now. Yeah. Like I felt like that they made that decision about 10 business days before Celebration.
So
And
yeah.
I think that actually keeping things quiet, writing up the contracts with those writers, the directors, who's in it, what's happening, boom, get it signed, sealed, and almost delivered. So it's properly announced as Star Wars Celebration, which
Yeah.
is where we're going to get our legit, no more of this. Oh, this writer might talk about it in an interview about something else that he might be doing Star Wars. Like no more of that. I
Yeah.
think they're keeping quiet now to announce things properly at Celebration.
Yeah,
I hope
that
anyway.
that happened at London. Like, and it's funny you said that they made the decision 10 days before. They did, because I remember the day I flew to London for Celebration is when the news broke that Damon Lindelof was off the Rey movie, and I'm like, they're supposed to announce that this week. What are they gonna do? And then out of nowhere, I'm sitting in there, and they bring out Charmaine, whatever her name is, and Daisy Ridley come out, and I'm like, what? Like that was pretty quick. That was a quick turnaround. It was nice seeing Dave come out though and James Mangold. I'm like, oh, look at these guys. These guys, look at them. But
Look at them.
yeah.
Look at him.
But
So
for Japan, they need to have their shit together and like this is our plan and this is actually happening because I'm not going to my third celebration and everything that gets announced doesn't happen. I'm over that.
100%. 100%. Yeah, the Munes in the Mud Bath has to be like the highlight. The highlight of this show. So good.
Oh,
So good. Oh, do you want my background, Tony? If you go away. Because like it is just so interesting to see like we've seen Munes twice this year and the reaction to the first time we saw a Mune and then the reaction to this Mune is like so funny. It's just such a what a difference. What a
speaking of moons, I just got in this special edition hardcover Plagueis novel, right?
Oh, nice.
When you take the sleeve off, it's the boy.
Oh my god.
Let's
I love
go.
And
When was
then
that published? That's really like that
So-
looks very acolyte-y.
oh
It
yeah.
does.
And it's signed by James Luceno.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, this is sick. Oh, why
Yeah.
am I
Why
giving
did
a
you-
thumbs
why
down?
did you give it a thumbs
What?
down?
Oh.
You gave it
What
a
about
thumbs
if I do that?
down.
Come on,
There we
Hannah.
go. There we go.
Come
What am I
on.
doing?
But
That's a
yeah,
good
I
one.
had it. This went on pre-order the beginning of December. It's some company in the UK where they do like special edition books and then they have the author sign it and they do like limited runs. But that slipcover, look at the boy. He's always lurking. Look.
That would be a really
Peepin'.
cool
peepin'.
t-shirt.
I feel like I'm watching the
Yeah.
acolyte right now.
Yeah.
So good. I love it. Peeping. He's peeping. Always. Yeah, Star Wars, hey? Man. It's gonna it is gonna feel very interesting. But I definitely think they're gonna surely announce an animated show.
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's gotta happen. So
Yeah.
it's like we'll get Andor starting April, and that'll be through May, into June. April, May.
Didn't they
wait,
announce
What the heck? Wait, March,
technically
April to May, June. Oh, whatever. the
April,
hell.
May, yeah.
April, May, and
Yeah.
June, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
they announce Visions 3 though?
Oh, did they?
Did they? I don't
Well,
remember anymore.
But I don't think that
Yes.
is like
Who
they
cares?
don't actually
Damn!
animate those. Like I don't think Lucasfilm animates.
No,
those.
it's the anime studios. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we've heard the
Damn.
rumors. Nice. We've heard the rumors that there's a new animated Lucasfilm show in
yeah.
the works. So it's definitely something else.
Do you guys think it's a Tales of the Jedi 6-episode quickie, or you think it's a full season show like a Bad Batch style animated show?
Yeah, it'll be a show. It'll be a show. I
A
think.
show,
I
not a
think.
quickie.
Yeah. I think it'll be a full
Mm.
show, like a Bad Batch type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I think maybe it's going to be a combination of the both, where it's going to be like Tales of Star Wars, but it's got to be an ongoing
Great
show
title.
instead of
I think it
I
would
don't
just
know.
be like Tales of the Galaxy, maybe.
Oh, that sounds good. That's got a better ring to it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be like Tales of the Jedi-esque, but a kind of ongoing. I think that's my guess. Or they'll do this weird like Ventress side quest story thing. That's kind of thing.
Mm.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's my bet.
If they
Yeah.
did another, and it sounds like they will do another animated show, what era or which characters would you really like to see explored?
The Mantis crew.
Interesting.
Cal Kestis, Marin, Grease.
That'd be
Explore that.
cool. I would love that. Selfishly, I would love like Balin and Shin seeing stuff with
Mm.
them. Or like I just love the Plagueis stuff. I would love to see like Plagueis and Palps with a young little Maul running around like Maul, still behave. I would love to see some of that stuff.
Bless you.
Thank
you. Yeah, I think that would be really interesting. I'm still like,
Ooh.
I don't know if I want this or if I'm terrified of the prospect of it because they could ruin it. But
Oh.
like, what if they did some kind of show set between episode 6 and episode 7, but with Han, Luke, and Leia in animated form.
That'd be great.
Like basically the Clone Wars, but for the original trilogy characters.
I would love it. They need more. That would be awesome. This comment's interesting. What's up, Michael? I saw this earlier because Doug Chang doesn't really post on Instagram. So I'm going to bring up his Instagram. He did post this today. And he said here, Happy New Year. It's been quite a while since my last post. I have some very exciting news coming in April. Stay tuned. Thank you for your patience. Here are 2 pen sketches to kick off. So there's this dude that looks like he's kind of like human and then like almost droidish. Look at his arms, like Echo-ish kind of. Yeah. And then this droid that's here.
Oh.
So I wonder if this is hinting at, hey, I'm at Celebration and you guys are going to meet me and I'm going to announce this new show we've been working on. And here's the main characters and concept art, but you guys don't even know it.
He was one of the earliest ones to be announced as a guest at Japan. Hey?
He was in that first wave. I'm going to be meeting him and talking to him for as long until I get kicked away from him. But it's interesting. He said a big, exciting news coming in April. It's Celebration.
Yeah. So it's got to be Star Wars. That's so good. That's so cool. Can that be someone we know already? The first guy?
Is it Echo with long hair?
Quinlan?
Yeah, it looks maybe more like Quinlan, but I'm also getting like maybe that this is a white guy.
Oh, Quinlan's more of color.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard to tell. Maybe a spicy white guy. So
spicy white guy. I love it. I love it.
This droid looks kind of cool.
The droid also looks really cool. You know what? The guy almost could be Mandalorian-esque.
Yeah, well, his chest is giving me influences of that in a way.
Yeah.
Is the arm the same? Is it the same guy in a helmet? Surely. No, because the neck. Is that because his arm's very similar?
Oh, wait a second. Is that a helmet? Because is that like sketchings of like the outline of the helmet right there on it?
Interesting.
Isn't that just the sketching for the head
probably
position?
Just the sketch, but also I don't know, maybe one was the droid before a real person's head got put onto it because he needed a body.
Oh god, like a KB, like KB's half droid, half person.
Dude, imagine if they did like a Frankenstein story, but in Star Wars. Like they were just like, we're just gonna do something really wild. We're just gonna do Frankenstein, but in Star Wars.
Hey,
I love that.
Or is this Cobb Vanth from Mando?
Oh,
please,
maybe
that is a little Cobb Vanthy.
It does look a little bit like him.
Yeah,
Timothy Oliphant.
Please, I would take that show. I would love a show like that, live action.
Quinlan, is it you? He's in the chat.
He won't tell.
Oh, Quinlan is Hawaiian, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that. Actually, Kai, you lived in Hawaii. What do you?
I did, yes.
So you're Quinlan. Seen?
He, he might be not dark enough for that, but he looks cool. He's definitely got he definitely has island living vibes, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I love it. Well, do we need to cover anything else today before we close out the show? Any other juicy bits of news or mentions we got going on?
No, I mean the latest rumor with the Million Ray movies is who's the new guy doing it now? Supposedly now it's Sean Levy's writing it, and Ray is in it, but she's more of an older figure guiding somebody. I don't know. Every day it's something different. Who knows? Who
47.
knows?
Wait, 47 Ray movies.
Thank you, Shreddy.
We'll get them all.
But yeah, I have no idea. There's not really much else. I think it's going to be a little dry until Japan. So we might be in the dark times the next couple months We'll have 2 more weeks with Skeleton Crew, and then after that, it's probably be the dark times. The only things we'll get are more reveals for Celebration, like guests, panels, this and that. But as far as juicy stuff, I think it's gonna be those 3 days.
100%, 100%. Speaking of Celebration, I hadn't yet because I'm a last minute person, but I do finally have my flights booked in for Japan.
It's about
super
time.
which is super good. So the hotel at Japan at Celebration is done. Flights are done. Hotel when we arrive in Tokyo is done. And yeah, so that's really exciting. There's a few other days we've got to cover, but I'm doing some holiday-ish stuff the 2 days after Celebration wraps.
I'll just I'll get you guys
yeah.
like a big cardboard cutout of me so you can bring me along.
If you do that, I will bring it, and then me and Hannah will go to Mount Fuji,
like, hey,
and we'll take a picture. We'll bring
Oh,
you
yeah.
all around. I'll attach you to my backpack and just be walking around.
Oh
with
yeah,
Kai.
so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
well, or
be
do
hilarious.
like Chewie and 3PO in
Oh,
in
yeah.
one where it's like
With
just
his
have like a
legs all
backpack
folded
with
up.
Kai's face. Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh
That's it.
man, that's awesome.
so
That'd be
good,
so
so
fun.
good. But yeah, Subby
anybody-
on that.
Does anybody in the chat have anything that they want to either ask us or
It's a good
talk
question.
about before we
We
wrap
never
up?
asked that. That's so true. That's so true.
Oh, yeah, this is a good question. Kai, what's up? Keep up to the amazing work. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Legend in the chat, Subby. I love it. I love it. But yeah, Japan's gonna come around so quick because it's really
3.5 months.
Yeah, 3.5 months. That's
3.5
insane.
months. It's
That's
wild.
insane.
It's soon.
Woo!
Now I'm like a little nervous. It's creeping up like
I'm
quick
nervous.
now.
Yes.
Quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh God, Shreddy, get out of here, bro.
Do I like ranch? Is this
I
like
like
some
ranch. He's like, you like jazz.
So
Oh.
they're in
Here's the thing, I actually do really like ranch, but
Oh God, they're in the Den of Nerds chat all the time, and Josh hates ranch, and they always send him ranch to
oh
his house
no.
and stocks and stuff. Yeah, it's bad. So
That's so good. That is so good.
Rossi with the $5 holler. What future Star Wars projects are you looking forward to the most? Well, there's only 2, Andor and Ahsoka, and the Mando movie. Out of those that we know are like made and done or they're working on, Ahsoka season 2 for me, just because I want to see more of that Balin and Shin story. I want to see what Thrawn's doing on Dathomir, and I want to see my boy Hayden pop up again and just stand there. That's all I need. What about you guys?
I'd agree. Ahsoka 2 is just, I loved the first season. I thought it was really just like so close to perfection for me. So yeah, definitely season 2 for me.
Yeah, so for me, Ahsoka just makes me think about more work that I will probably have to do. So I'm more excited about Andor season 2, especially because I really love Rogue One. So knowing that this season goes right up into Rogue One gets me so excited.
Nice.
Fair enough.
There were some more. There are some good questions coming in here, so I want to get to some of them.
Nice.
Also, thanks for remaking Obi-Wan and Ahsoka. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. Yeah, let's see what else. Are you already thinking about a skeleton edit? What's in? What's definitely out? I never announce edits of shows before they are over, because to me, the ending of a show is what gives me like the inspiration to actually make the movie. Because if it doesn't have a good ending, there's no point in watching a movie version of the same thing. If the ending just falls flat, you're going to be just as disappointed with a movie version of it.
Yeah.
So I don't like to announce anything before the show is actually done running, but I will say I have been thinking about this for sure, because every single week I go like, I wish that I could watch it all at once, because I think a lot of my like issues with like the pacing and the energy going into the next episode and everything, I think that would be solved if I got to watch it all, in one go. So I have been thinking about it, but again, I'm not going to announce anything until. And honestly, I announced my Ahsoka edit before I even finished the edit, and I kind of hated that whole experience because there, then people waiting on me to finish.
Yeah,
I think that if I do another edit, another Star Wars edit, I don't think I'll announce it until it's finished. But I've been thinking about a bunch of different movies. I mean, I still want to do like a Mandalorian trilogy so each season would be its own movie. I think that would be really interesting. But again, not announcing anything until it's done.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
Or until I want the attention on social media.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Accurate. Another question before Hold My DualShock reviews coming in saying, what do you think they will do with Baylan after the actor passing away? R.I.P. Ray Stevenson. Yeah, he was an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Fantastic portrayal, and it is hard to follow that up. I think there is possibility to recast. I think there's some good candidates that I think we've probably all discussed at some point. What's that old mate, not old man, old mate, Gerard Butler. Yeah,
Gerard
that guy.
Butler. Yeah.
There's one other one that I figure the name of, but there's a few good candidates.
Something, the guy from like X-Men and Scream. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
There was somebody else. Yeah, but there were rumors that they were casting him, so hopefully they do, because that storyline with Mortis, that I need that. That is what I'm looking forward to the most. And if they don't nail it, I'm gonna be like Kai and be like, hey, this is what I don't like.
Get in there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I also think I think this is going to be one of those times where we have to recast, because I think that character has so much more story to be told.
Yeah.
And I think that it would honestly be a disservice to Ray to like not continue his character that he started and like people love so much,
Yep.
So yeah, that is my opinion on that. I'm really excited to see more of Baylan, and I know I did say that like, Ahsoka season 2 just sounds like more work, but I am excited because I did like the overall story and where we're going with Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Again, I just think there was a lot of like filler stuff that definitely didn't need it. But what if it all lies on Patty? True.
True. Where did we create that? Where's that?
I don't know, but we got to put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Speaking of t-shirts, actually, wait, Tony, could you pull up kpfilms.shop?
kpfilms.shop.
We got we got a nice new design that I just dropped. We got the dark space wizard.
Coming up with new designs,
and I think
every day.
A lot of people.
Oh, I thought that was me. Hilarious.
This is sick.
Thank you.
And it comes framed. Oh, that's
cut in shirts and hoodies and pictures. Get the Patterson cut in.
Wow, I didn't even have to pay her to sing this song.
Or you could just buy the poster raw. That's dope.
Raw.
Yeah, I didn't
buy
like
the poster raw.
It's like a trading card term. If it's not graded, it's raw.
Raw.
It's raw.
Okay.
Yeah, not like other
trading
things.
Card.
Ooh.
Is that your best American accent?
Yeah, probably. Yep.
Okay. Do your New York accent.
New York, I'm walking here. Hey, you got a get me a coffee.
Lord.
Where the pizza? We're on the sidewalk. That's fine.
That's beautiful.
It's my best.
That is beautiful.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
yeah, I just asked you to pull this up because I've got a wedding in May and we are trying to save up and make extra cash to pay for everything. So it's not a requirement at all, but if anybody wants to go on to kpfilms.shop and check out some of the cool designs that I've created, and support me in any way, that would be really awesome. Again, not necessary at all, but truly every little bit counts. So thank you so much.
Yes, link is in the chat, guys. Link is in the chat.
Grab it now. Grab it now. How dare you?
It was terrible.
Tick.
How dare you? How dare you? Oh, the internet these days. God.
Oh, this is
Do it like
good.
this.
Rossi with the $2. Davis Seaworth for Balin recast. The guy from Game of Thrones. He's got the accent.
Oh yeah, actually he would be great.
Yeah, but he's like, he needs to get a shape because he's kind of a little like, bleh. He needs to get like Balin ripped, but he's got the voice and the look. Yeah. Yes, for sure.
I like this too. Yeah, Hannah, be careful if you go to
Oh, yeah.
What MJ? I'm walking here. I'll come there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Down Under.
Bloody beautiful, mate. Bloody beautiful. So good. So good.
Wow. I hope people come in here and they have a good time, because we have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good. So good. Well, is that might be it for today. If there's nothing else to bully about one another, I think we've covered it all. The bottle-o, mate. Oh, so get you down to the bottle-o. Oh, bloody brilliant. Do you guys know what a bottle-o is?
Nope.
I assume it's a bottle.
It's where you buy alcohol. You go down to the bottle-o.
The liquor store?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the liquor store. And
Bottle-o.
yeah, I'll just pop
Incredible,
down to the
man.
bottle-o, get a long neck and a pack of ciggies, mate.
Wow.
You know what a long neck
Truly
is?
incredible.
Is that a bottled beer?
Oh, yeah, it's like a specific bottle of beer where it's a 1 liter glass bottle of beer.
Oh, like a
it's
40,
like-
like a 40 ounce.
Yeah, is that what it's like? Kind
This
of, it's like
is
super big. It's like
incredible.
Yeah.
yeah, and you drink it in a paper bag.
Yeah, it's a 40.
Yeah,
I really,
yeah,
I
go down to the
cannot
bottle, I
believe,
get a long neck.
I can't believe that we understand each other with such a, different
I know,
language
right?
that we speak.
Well, I definitely I 100% over enunciate everything when I talk to Americans. Like I'm
Ah.
like try to
Even
be
with
very,
us?
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
No
The second I
way.
get off the stream, I'm like, where's the flaming crackers, Mama? That's me as soon as I get off the show.
Okay,
Like,
here's the thing, Hannah. We're not asking you to change for us. Please be yourself around
Aw,
us.
that's so
I
nice.
still don't
That's so
understand
nice.
you either way, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
either way, we won't know a word you're saying. So
Oh, it's so good. I love it. Love it. Did I just say I'm Ewok in here? You know what? I'm Ewok in here. That's if the Ewoks learn to speak and like
oh
English.
my god, they
That's
would
how they
have
would sound.
a Brooklyn
Ewoks.
accent for sure.
I'm
Oh,
a
man.
walk in here. Get out of oh no, I can't do this. I was gonna continue. I can't.
Oh my god.
Too bad.
Goodness gracious,
Man,
we have too much fun.
I've tried to wrap up this show like 4 times, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I
we
think,
can actually do
thanks
it.
so
here.
much. Thanks so much for being here. Another cracker show. We'll be cracking on with these weekly cut to the Sith side every week on Wednesday nights, Thursday lunchtime here in Australia. Another brilliant show. Thanks so much, Kai, Tony. I was about to call you Ty and Coney. There for a
Hey, you
so
never
my
know.
brain just wigged out. Ty and Coney. But yeah, so thanks so
Hey,
much.
happy 2025, everybody. I hope you
Yes.
have a beautiful year.
Thrive. That's the year of 2020 thrive. We're all
I
going to thrive
love
in
it.
our careers.
I love
Yes.
it.
That's
Amazing.
my saying.
All right,
So good.
guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.